If you want to get good at day trading and master the art of managing money and being the rich version of you who does exist but you have not stepped into that person yet, you need to master your subconscious. And what I mean by this is that you need to go into the part of your brain that is not active throughout the day, right? So you have a part of your brain called the subconscious, and this is where 80% of brain activity takes place. Moments where you can dive into the subconscious, for example, is dream state, when you're dreaming. And this directly applies to stepping into the better version of yourself, killing the old you, making a ton of money. And before I became successful, before I started making money, before I was a consistent trader, before I was somebody that I actually looked up to, I would do these things, and I still do them today, that I call visualization walks. All that is going for a walk, putting music in your AirPods, do the noise cancellation feature, and just listen to something without lyrics. You have to listen to something that is just a melody, something that you can go into in your head, and you can spend the walk visualizing the life that you want to live. And I'm going to tell you right now, 12 months ago, my dream was to be where I am right now. 12 months, that is all it took. It took 12 months, and not even. It technically took around 10 to actually get stuff in motion. And the reason that this is so important is because I was able to harness the subconscious parts of my brain to actually visualize so hard the thing that I wanted that it became reality. And this is what we call manifestation, the law of attraction, the law of assumption, concepts of the brain that are so important when it comes to day trading, because the reality is that day trading itself is easy. It's not hard. What's hard about day trading is the subconscious, it's the mental, it's the psychology. You come in and you have subconscious things holding you back and helping you make decisions, sometimes not for the best, whether you realize it or not. Whether it's debt, whether it's a dream car, a dream life, a watch, it doesn't matter. Whatever it is, it's affecting you and you don't know it. So what you need to do is you need to start doing these visualization walks, and you need to sit with yourself and get to know yourself in a way that will make you a good trader. Trading is not the charts. Trading is what takes place off the charts. It's what takes place in the back of your brain that you don't even know. And there was a study that was done that high IQ individuals prefer music without lyrics. And I didn't know this until after the fact, when I would do these walks and I would have this music on. And even when I was working a 9-to-5 job, I was in a job where I could wear earbuds all day, and I would only listen to that type of music. And while the people around me would be talking shit and joking and wasting time and trying to make everything feel fine in their life, I was focusing on the parts of my life that I didn't want. And not only was I focusing on that, I was focusing on the parts of my life that I did want to change and what I wanted to see change. And it happened so fast. And obviously it requires a level of you actually showing up consistently and putting in the work and doing what it takes to actually become that version of yourself. But what you need to realize, and it's my favorite quote, is profitability is a decision, not a destination. Because every single day that we wake up and we sit down to trade, we could, in theory, be the unprofitable version of ourselves. And some days you will be. You'll sit down and you won't be able to get into a green trade, and you'll start taking sub-quality setups, you'll start revenge trading, you'll start over-leveraging, and you'll go into a pitfall, and it's gonna happen to you, and it happens to me. But when you can sit down and you can trust yourself and trust in your decisions and know that you are going to act like the version of you who's rich, you're going to act like the version of you who's successful. Do you want money? Do you want freedom? These are things that come as byproducts of you acting like you already have them. And this is what I talked about in a previous video, the law of assumption. If you live like you have, then you have. If you live like you are, then you are. If I wake up tomorrow and I get dressed nice and I wear an expensive watch and I just go about my day being productive, being the version of myself, and if I close my eyes and I visualize, what is the version of myself who's rich and successful? What does he do? And I just do that, that's how I got here. That's it. That's it. I got here because I knew what the version of myself who was successful would do, and I just did that. But specifically when it comes to day trading, because if you're watching this video, chances are that you are a day trader. Every single day that you sit down to trade, you need to have a mantra of some sort, some kind of mental reset or realignment where you can remind yourself that I am the version of me who's successful. And before you make a decision, go ahead and ask yourself, what does the version of me that's successful do? Would he over leverage on this trade? Probably not. Would he revenge trade? Probably not. And something that people don't know, especially the average broke person doesn't know, is that the mind is so powerful that diving into the subconscious parts of your brain and being able to, every single night when you go to bed, what is it that you want out of life? What is it that you can close your eyes and you can see and you can visualize? Your subconscious work. Try to reflect on what it was that you had a dream about. Try to reflect deeply about everything. Trust your opinion over everybody else's, because everybody before I got here told me it was ridiculous. They told me that it wasn't gonna work. They told me that they tried to tell me the statistics. Fuck the statistics. I'm the one that breaks the statistic, and so are you. And you can be. You just need to fucking do it. That's it. And it starts with pulling yourself into your brain and actually understanding what it is that you want out of life and what it is that you need to do to get there, because you know what you need to do. Do you snooze your alarms? No. Do you revenge trade? No. Do you break your strategy? No. You're closer than you think you are to being successful, is my point. You're a lot closer. And all it took me to achieve a huge milestone in my life was about 10 months. That's it. So what you need to do is you need to realize that if you can't master your mind and figure out what it is that you want out of life and start your manifestation, start your law of assumption, start that law of attraction, if you can't get those things in motion, you're fucked. The next time that you think about breaking your rules, I want you to sit there and ask yourself, is this what the version of me that I want to be would do? The next time you make any decision, you have to think about it like that. Yesterday I made $1,200 trading. Today I made about $600. The previous couple days I couldn't trade because I didn't have my internet set up at the new apartment. I could have FOMO'd at any point. I could have opened up my phone and tried to trade from my phone with none of the tools that I need to be successful, and I didn't. Because I knew that this version of me talking to you in this camera wouldn't do that. So before you go and fuck everything up, ask yourself, is this what the version of me that I want to be would do?